What's going on, guys? It is your boy Eric of EMFC,
And this is Derek of EMFC, huh, Dem, Dem FC, that one.
and
Anyways, we're here.
this is Wrestle Chat Wednesday. We're back. We did miss the podcast last week. I think we have missed a couple this year, but this is the first time I think that all three of us were just like so busy that we couldn't make it. We tried to make it work for the different days: Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, and didn't work out. So this is gonna be a double kind of episode. We're gonna try to, I guess, do our best to summarize the week. So let's get to it. Where is my button? There it is. Love how I always set this up and then afterwards it just give me a second, guys. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! It's all set. So, we're not counting points yet. Again, we missed the last couple weeks, so the way we're going to summarize the last couple weeks and the way we're going to catch up this time, instead of going in order of what happened in the night, we're going to go in order of what happened in storylines. So Friday Night SmackDown, as you guys see in the picture here, heavily involved with many storylines with all the series of titles. Oh, I was mad at UFC, but who won fantasy last week, though? Oh, we'll wait for you till for that later. We're just going to try to summarize all the weeks, and then, Matt, when you show up, you will help us out with the fantasy, because we have a lot to catch up on too. So, do you want to start big? Or you want to go on the lower card, Derek?
Let's go big. Let's go big. I guess like the main story is the Bloodline War Game stuff.
War Games.
And so let me see if because we didn't do last week, so we got like last week's SmackDown and the week before that we need to really talk about.
That's a Bronson big. And Crown Me Season 3 winner. Nah, we still keep going, bro. We're still going. You'll see this week.
So yeah, with the Bloodline stuff, a lot of things have happened. I think the last time we were on stream, wanted to talk about what was the likelihood of who the fifth person was going to be on the Survivor Series team. How I'd already seen kind of like a spoiler, and that spoiler pretty much like happened on Monday Night Raw, where Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins had their match, and the Bloodline got involved and cost Seth Rollins the match, which pretty much implicated that it seemed as though Seth Rollins was going to be the fifth guy in this whole situation. And I like what WWE did here, because they kind of swerved everybody into kind of thinking that this was going to be the main plan, and then they just kind of swooped in and gave us a curveball that we didn't really truly expect, but honestly makes a lot of sense. So I feel like, for me, seeing this, it kind of made me feel as if like they were able to use the pre-tapings to their advantage to kind of throw people off, because I feel like they knew that people were going to go online and that they were going to see that, like, oh yeah, we recorded 2 episodes and this is what we saw, so this is what it was. And maybe if it wasn't pre-taped, that might have been what we were going to get. But they were able to use that in a way to get people thinking like, oh, we know exactly what's going to happen, and then bam, Paul Heyman comes back on SmackDown when we least expect it, and brings CM Punk out to be the fifth guy, and Seth Rollins is nowhere to be found. Which I thought was incredible. I wasn't expecting Punk to even be back this year, so like the fact that he's back for a War Games match, and also like considering that his last match was a Hell in a Cell, and now he's going right back into another cage match, is crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me. But that's what they did there, and honestly, it's really cool. I think the coolest thing is that like how much this makes sense, because Roman Reigns has pissed off literally everybody in that locker room to the point that no one wanted to help him. And the only options that they had were Cody Rhodes, who has done it before, but Cody Rhodes is obviously preoccupied with his own business. Maybe Seth Rollins, if they could put their differences aside, but they pretty much like made it clear that like that wasn't a thing. But CM Punk made a lot of sense because CM Punk wasn't there for any of Roman Reigns' antics. So
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't screwed over by the bloodline. He doesn't have any beef with the bloodline. He knows about stuff, but like he wasn't really actually involved with any of the bloodline stuff over the last like 4 years because he wasn't with the company.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't really have the same grudges everybody else does in the locker room.
Because he had grudges with
On
other
top,
people.
yeah, and on top of that, like his guy got taken out by the other bloodline, so his only motivation is the fact that he wants to get revenge for Paul Heyman, and that's it, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was done very well. A lot of people are referencing the long-term storytelling in regards to like CM Punk's promo like last year when he talked about when he called out Roman Reigns and said that like don't forget who the original Paul Heyman guy was,
Mm-hmm.
and Roman Reigns is at the top and I'm at the bottom, and he's gonna have his fall, and I'm gonna make my climb, and we're gonna meet right in the middle at some point,
Which
and
is
it's gonna be huge.
literally happening.
Literally what happening as we speak. So it's like a lot of things that were talked about, which again were placed, which is great because I feel like again when we look at like the booking now, the way that they've set it up, I feel like they've done it in a way where they like we were coming to this. Right,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel like it just sort of like fell into place, or this is just kind of like what it was. Like that promo was set up for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it feel that much cooler and that much more special now seeing it all come together now.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that on the other side. Solo, he's got Bronson Reed. He's got his bloodline. They're seeming confident. They're seeming cool.
And
Honest.
that was last week, no? Last week's Raw was last week's SmackDown was when Bronson Reed was revealed as the next member.
Yeah.
And then this week's was when CM Punk came out.
CM Punk
So
was
like it was
revealed,
two
yeah.
back-to-back like shockers because again, now they're intertwining Raw and SmackDown. Usually Survivor Series was more of like a bragging rights kind of thing. SmackDown versus Raw, they all meet in the middle.
Right.
But as of late, they switched Survivor Series back to more traditional matches and then adding it with the twist of the classic War Games kind of match style. And now they brought them together because now they're using superstars from Raw and SmackDown from the men's side and the women's perspective as well. So it was a shock to have Bronson Reed, who has nothing to do with the bloodline, show up just to wreak havoc. And as you said, we expected Seth Rollins, and I think we discussed this 2 weeks before who we expected the fifth person to be. And then we joked around with CM Punk because I guess it kind of makes sense with being Paul Heyman. But yeah, it was cool. It was really cool of a swerve that what they did here. Again, story makes sense. Long-term storytelling. CM Punk coming out was a big shock. It's also a ratings boost. It's also hilarious that last year we were discussing before Survivor Series the whole debacle of CM Punk and AEW, how CM Punk was their needle mover. It got Roman Reigns to wear the needle mover merch, remember? At that one point. And then last year after their match, they became one unit and they're in one company together. And now they're again fighting, but this time on the same side. Really, really cool. Matt says by final boss, but Paulie dressed up as Solo so Roman gets swerved. That's another possibility. I don't know if you were going to get into that, Derek, but that's for sure what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'll get into it. I don't. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
But yeah, I know that's what. Again, I get what makes wrestling cool right now is that there are so many possibilities, and everyone's speculating everything under the moon right now, which I feel like wasn't something that we really had before. So
Triple H
there's
to
so
master,
many.
bro.
Yeah. So. But yeah, we will definitely get into that. But that's what we got with the bloodline stuff. I guess the next thing we'll hop into is the women's War Games match, which like has taken so many turns, in which we didn't expect. I don't think the company expected. So Rhea Ripley was revealed to be the fifth member for the team, Bianca Belair's team, on Monday Night Raw, and then what we got on SmackDown, which was very unexpected, but it seems to be a legitimate thing. Jade Cargill got taken out, and so her spot got taken out. This past Monday Night at Raw, Bayley was added to their spot after securing Bianca Belair's victory for the advantage.
In a way, yeah, as well.
Yeah, So now
As
Bailey is in for Jade Cargill.
as Matt is saying in
Now,
the chat, sorry. Also,
yeah,
appreciate everyone who's joining in the chat today. There's a lot of you guys watching. Appreciate you guys supporting and putting your opinion because, of course, we're all speculating right now what's gonna happen, and we appreciate the different point of views because random stuff happens. Matt's point of view right now is that Bailey's gonna turn heel, but I don't know if you guys all see Monday Night Raw. But we'll mention Vanessa Hudgens real quick.
mm,
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. She doesn't
mm,
age. You can tell. Didn't know she was that big of a wrestling fan, but she
mm,
is. And we're a
yeah,
huge fan of hers, of course. And
we are.
let me tell you something about Bailey. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something on what happened on Monday Night Raw. She's on everyone's team from what I can see. Heel face don't matter. We can talk about that a little bit later, but yeah. Sorry for disrupting.
But yeah, in any case, now we got an interesting program that's been thrown together now because now we have probably one of my favorite angles in wrestling, the whodunit angle, right? Where someone gets taken out and they do like a whole investigation across the roster to figure out who had the most motive and most intention to kind of take her out. And I feel like whenever we see these angles, like there's always like the more than likely obvious option where it's like, well, who has the most to gain from this? Bailey does, because now she gets to be involved in a situation that she wasn't involved in before, and she got to take out somebody that she quote unquote may not trust as much.
Mm.
That being said, I don't know if there is any point or reason to want to voluntarily lobby yourself to go into one of the most brutal matches in WWE in general.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, as I've been saying for numerous months, I feel like the Bianca Belair heel turn is coming at some point in time.
You think?
I don't know if she's the one that attacked her,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the heel turn is coming at some point. I think she might turn heel trying to figure out who did attack her. Like maybe she'll just go out against everybody because she doesn't trust anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But an interesting point that I saw online and something that I'm kind of leaning towards is that people kind of find it very sus that like Naomi kind of asked about her and then kind of moved on and said like, well, anyways, we should probably put Bailey in there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention too. Naomi was heavily involved both on Raw and SmackDown. She was pushing her friend to be in there, so maybe it's a double turn. Maybe it's both Bailey and Naomi. Maybe it was just Naomi on her own. I would like to see heel Naomi. I like her to see
Still Naomi.
join the bloodline or something because of course she is family when it comes to them. But it would push her either for that mid card title or the main event title. Have a little rivalry with the best friend Bailey. I think I see what they're cooking a little bit. But from what I gather, I think the injury to Jay Cargill, and it's probably in the sheets. I think it's a legitimate injury that it's not going to take months. I think it's past WrestleMania to maybe a year. So that whole maybe Bianca Belair turning heel is not going to happen. I don't know if that's just a swerve, because they had to, but I'm thinking it's just Naomi, as you were saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because like the initial speculation, like WWE hasn't put out any report in regards to her condition, so this is all basically Meltzer kind of like saying like this is what I have, and we know that when it comes to him, you can kind of take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, like as far as we know, like it wouldn't make sense for them to take her out of the match when they've been pushing her super heavy. So if they did take her out of the match, it's probably because she is dealing with something that is going to take her out. So
Mm.
hopefully her injury doesn't take her out of the picture for too long. But we will see. Time will tell what the injury entails and where that kind of goes from there, kind of thing. So
Mm. Okay. So those are the two main. Sorry, Matt's saying something. Bailey got beef with EO2. I forgot about that. I know on Raw they had a little promo with everyone, and Bianca Belair was cool with EO all of a sudden. She's like, "Oh, I know you're okay, but I don't want to bring more Damage Control members to the team." And then they mentioned Bailey, and she's like, "I don't want someone like Bailey on my team. I already have enough issues as is." And then Bianca was already at odds with even Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley says she doesn't care about any of them. She just wants to kill Liv Morgan. So like, she's not really a part of the team. She's just gunning it for herself. So, it's interesting to see the dynamics of heels and faces and then switching around. But Matt has a point here in the chat where these these faces and heels, they all have history together, especially if they're teaming up or they're facing off against these new rivals. And I think that match is going to implode compared to, let's say, the Bloodline OG versus the new Bloodline. That one's more like definitive one side, definitive the other. I think the women's War Games is going to be all over the place, and it's going to be a great time. So I'm excited for that.
Mm.
But that is enough of the main cards. There is so pretty much the world titles when it comes to women's is all into War Games. From the men's side, the two world titles are separate storylines. They're still kind of involved with the Bloodline, but separate now. In the meantime, so the first one would be Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Their rivalry the last 2 weeks have been heating up ever since Kevin Owens first attacked Cody Rhodes backstage, then Randy Orton backstage, then power drive Randy Orton to injury. And he has every right to be angry because, as we discussed for a long time, it's justifiable that everyone's now siding with the OG Bloodline, even though they're evil and terrorizing everyone for many, many years since COVID. And then everyone sided away from Kevin Owens, so Kevin Owens is just angry. So it's like a justifiable heel turn. Cody Rhodes is trying to be the nice guy and say, hey, you know, the lesser of the evil I could handle, but Solo's bloodline is more evil. That's the whole situation. But now Kevin Owens is being Kevin Owens, betraying everybody. But you can start to see the cracks in Cody Rhodes, putting that little anger in there, that little frustration. After their little discussion on SmackDown, Melo, as always, is putting fries in the bag backstage, doing nothing. He talked ish behind Cody Rhodes' back. Cody Rhodes turned all Homelander. They actually compared it to The Boys, where he turned around and was like, "What'd you say to me?" And then he just flat out just like took a shot at him. Freaking Melo could barely stand up because like he hit him, but he hit him on one of like the stage like those little boxes where they keep the cables and stuff. Yeah, so like when he hit him, like he almost fell backwards and hit his head. He was like this, and then he got himself up, and that's when not Pierce, who's the other guy?
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis. He came in to separate him, and then he's like, "You want me to put the fries in the bag? I'll fight you next week." So that's gonna be a match. And as Matt says here in the chat, Cody's betraying everyone, so this could potentially be a heel turn for him. That'd be pretty cool. But I think their match is not scheduled for War Games. It's scheduled for
Saturday night's main event.
Thank you. And that's going to be the kind of pay-per-view, but not pay-per-view because it's free on NBC in December, which I look forward to. I don't know if you want to continue this fantasy till then because I guess it makes sense. Like they're still going to be doing things till then, and then from there is Christmas break, right? But we'll discuss that later for fantasy. So yeah, that's that storyline. I don't know if you want to discuss anything about that.
I mean, yeah. This is I like where this is going. Like again, like I think that this is probably aside from like. Actually, no. I would say that this is probably like one of the only feuds that like he's had since he's won the title.
Mm-hmm. Except Solo.
Except Solo, that has actually had like some stuff to like really actually get behind. Like Kevin Owens' heel turn was executed beautifully because it was done in such a different way. And the way that they've been handling Kevin Owens in regards to like his justification, like kind of showing like more of an unhinged side, like busting out a pile driver, which is banned in WWE, and like just the execution of it, I think has been really really cool. A lot of people really liked Cody Rhodes' promo work this past week too, because it actually felt like he was actually saying something as opposed to kind of just just doing a typical promo, Cody Rhodes promo. Like it actually felt like there was a lot of emotion.
Like meaning.
There was a lot of meaning. Like he actually went back and forth with Kevin Owens like quite a bit. Like it was really really good. Like you're actually seeing more of just like the politically liked like champion and more of like the guy Kevin Owens or Cody Rhodes, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I think their feud and their rivalry is it's heating up. It's looking like it's gonna be a really cool one. We'll see if it ends at Saturday night's main event or if they kind of like take it into the new year. But But yeah, that's pretty much all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll jump over to the other side, the other brand with the World Heavyweight Championship,
Mm-hmm.
with a few that I didn't think I'd be into, but like I'm actually kind of into it.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting because like Damian Priest never got his rematch. He earned it back. He has his rematch against Gunther, but Gunther lost to Cody Rhodes in Crown Jewel. So if anyone didn't see, they fought like champion versus champion to win this big championship for Saudi Arabians to be cracked when they see it in Crown Jewel. Cody Rhodes defeated him clean. It was a great fight, and they did back and forth. They made them both strong because it was just like a quick roll up after a reversal from a finisher. But since then, Gunther has lost his swagger in character wise, where he's now all like sad. He doesn't think he still has it, even though he tries to fake it till he makes it. But even like Ludwig Kaiser was calling him out, and then Damian Priest was starting to call him out now, and he's actually wrecking him on the mic and wrecking him like physically, like backstage in the ring. So it's cool to see Damian Priest hold his own, and we discussed this a lot of times throughout the year. Judgment Day, supposed to build these characters. Damian Priest came out of Judgment Day golden, like Rhea Ripley, even like Dominic Mysterio, who officially has been ranked number one wrestler in the world, 30 or under, something like that. We'll talk about that later too. Yeah, Damian Priest became a man of his own, and he is a main character threat, doing main character things. And yeah, there's just a lot of promos back and forth to set up the match that they're actually having at Survivor Series. I don't know if you have any other opinions on that, because
I personally like again like Damian Priest has been looking very strong going into this rivalry. He took a situation where I didn't really care and kind of made me like care about his position in this match, Gunther's position in this match, and how he doesn't really feel like the same dominant guy that he used to be. Like it seems like Damian Priest has his number. Gunther's still gonna squash him. I'm like Compare already said it in the group or in the chat, but
he said in the chat,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say it now. But I'm gonna say it now that yeah, like it's probably gonna like Gunther will probably still win and continue his reign,
Mm-hmm.
but they definitely have put enough investment in it that it doesn't seem like it's a foregone conclusion. Like they've been able to make Damien look like something again when he's had like so much time, kind of just sort of like sifting and kind of not doing anything. So, yeah, good on them for that.
Oh god, at least they're getting wrecked. So much for first place. Well, I mean, we lose, we're still in first place, but that's sad. Anyways, yeah, that I guess that's the world titles, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple other surprises for Survivor Series because they're gonna fill up the card as one of the main 4 pay-per-views, and it starts with the mid card. So, start from SmackDown because it's already on the screen. SmackDown side, LA Knight, which I know Matt has a huge opinion on it. Oh, before we move on to that, going back to the World Heavyweight title, Matt says in the comment that Gunther's gonna squish Thing, but there could also be a Goldberg interference because I forgot that rivalry is still happening. I was going to bring it up, and thank you, Matt, for reminding me here in chat. CM Punk, there's a huge rumor, and I guess it's in the sheets, that CM Punk is supposed to be the next World Heavyweight Champion. He's supposed to carry it to WrestleMania. I guess continue that feud with Seth Rollins, because that's probably what's going to happen in War Games for taking Seth Rollins' spot, even though Seth didn't want it. So yeah, Goldberg probably will interfere. I just don't think Damian's going to be the one who's going to win, in all honesty. But yeah, that is a good shout. Sorry, back to the United States title. Shinsuke Nakamura came back last week. Surprising. I know Matt has a strong opinion on LA Knight, and to be honest, I'm starting to feel the same that he was saying. That LA Knight, he hasn't done much ever since he won the title. Like his whole story was kind of like the underdog, kind of like Sami Zayn, where everyone wants to elevate him, and then he wins the title, and we thought that his charisma could hold him up and carry him through these rivalries, but he's done a whole bunch of nothing. He has helped other wrestlers, so let's say like Mello, who's a new wrestler on the roster, Andrade, who's a new wrestler, I guess, back in the company, someone like Santos Escobar trying to bring his group up a little bit. Some of the promos have been fun, but at the same time, it still feels like these young lads are like cracked in the ring, and then when it comes to LA Knight, he's doing a lot of he's messing up a lot of moves. He just feels like he's there sometimes, right? So I know Matt has a stronger opinion. He'll probably mention it later, but he finally has a rivalry of some sort with the surprise of Shinsuke Nakamura coming back last week. And I think it was great, honestly. I thought he needed a good heel, someone fresh, someone brand new, and a threat, someone who's a previous champion. So I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Of Shinsuke coming back from his little MMA tenure. He was like a coach or something.
He has a new theme song. You're gonna hear it on Friday.
Oh yeah? Was that a little
Yeah,
was that
it's
a little
hard.
spoiler, a
No,
little sneak peek?
it's a little spoiler. I saw it online, and it's basically like a remix version of his theme song.
Hmm.
It's just like more like menacing, but like it's still got like the full on like dun, dun,
Okay, good,
dun,
good, good, good.
yeah. So
I like the
it's
song.
yeah, it sounds really good. Like people are still very much like singing along to it. Like it is yeah, it's pretty dope. But yeah, in regards to this, I'm 100% for it. I like Shinsuke Nakamura a lot. I feel that like if presented the right way, like he could still be a huge asset to the roster for sure. I just feel like he was also in the same spot as a lot of people are in the roster, where it's like they don't really know where to put him or what to pair him up with.
Hmm.
I think that like this is definitely the feud that LA Knight needs, because I think that like the same issue I had with Cody Rhodes with becoming champion. It's like, okay, you had all this story about becoming champion, but there are some people, and I've mentioned this numerous times, where the ride to the title is more of a bigger story than the actual title reign itself.
Hmm.
So like I feel like LA Knight is kind of showing that he's one of those guys that like people would like to see him right up to that point, but don't really care to see him once he's actually up there. And he's still
Hmm.
getting the reaction. He's still like getting people behind him, and like the crowd still loves him. But like
Just
in
needs
terms of
more.
like storyline wise, like it's like, well, he was the underdog and then he kind of got up there. Now he's a champ. So
Hmm.
how do you book a guy who has worked his way to get up to the top and now he's at the top, right?
Hmm.
But having Shinsuke Nakamura come back in a way that kind of really challenges like what this guy can do in the ring, I think is really cool. And the way that he's been presented so far, I think has been really cool too. They're still maintaining those like really cool like Japanese anime-ish promos that he's been doing, which
Yeah, I
I
forgot about
think
that.
yeah, which I think was one of the better things that they brought to him when they had reintroduced him like last year.
Hmm.
So he's still doing that, but like he's got like this more like weird shadowy like figure to
Shadow.
him that like yeah. Sonic 3 comes out December 20th. Get your tickets now. But yeah, so I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm actually really excited for War Games, because honestly, every match on the card is something I want to watch.
Hmm. It's like
So yeah,
main stories. Main
yeah.
stories, like they're putting again big for pay-per-view. They finally have all the main stories straightforward, put it on
Yeah.
there, so it makes a whole lot of sense.
Mhm.
What I expect from this rivalry, I want a more menacing Shinsuke. I don't want someone who's just chasing for the title. And from that promo I saw, which was amazing, again, he needs it. The subtitles are pretty cool, so you can read along. He just sounds more menacing in Japanese than if he was to
Yeah,
speak in English. Makes a good
absolutely.
heel. It's a whole different style, an anime kind of promo background and stuff. Pretty cool. But I also want him to be very, very vicious, kind of like how the Joker is to the Batman, where sometimes it's not physical, it's more mental. I want him to be like messing him around, like spitting the poison mist, just punishing him. He's not necessarily here to win a match. He's here to like ruin the ego and the character that is LA Knight. I want someone that people can like rise up behind LA Knight, because again, he has that underdog story where he hasn't won anything, but now he has won it and he has no story. So someone who's like menacing, destructive, and is just there to hurt someone, I think would be the best way to book it. So if Shinsuke does end up losing, he still kind of looks strong, and LA Knight comes out victorious. So at the end of this pay per view, I hope it's like a no contest. I hope Shinsuke just like f's him up like bad,
Mm.
like really really bad, covers him in like poison mist or whatever, red blood or something like that. Kind of like red paint, whatever mist he does, just ruin him for the next couple of months, just to keep LA Knight occupied and just to keep Shinsuke strong and just having something unique, right? So I'm
Yeah,
hoping that's what happens from the US side. But on the Monday Night Raw side is the Intercontinental title, and this was unexpected, to say
very
the least.
unexpected, but I'm into it. I'm into it. Braun Breaker has been on this weird uh I don't even know how to describe it. I like how he's being booked because he's not being booked as a heel or a face. He's just kind of going out there and just doing whatever. And that's how I like a character, just to kind of go out and people can decide if they want to ride with him or they don't want to ride with him. So he was kind of like in the background. There were already ongoing stuff going on between Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser feels like he needs to kind of show people like how dominant he can be and prove to Gunther that he's worth being by his side. Sheamus likes to fight, and then
He's a feller.
He's a feller, and Ludwig Kaiser got involved in Sheamus and Bron Breaker's business. Bron Breaker took his exception of that, so he had a match with him, and then Sheamus got involved in their business, and then they've already had like ongoing stuff with each other, so they all just fought around the arena for like 5 minutes, and it was great. And then they were like, "Yeah, we're just gonna put you in a triple threat match, so you guys can just fight." And everyone's just like, "Yeah, this is fucking awesome."
Yeah, because like it's another like European slobber knocker. It's gonna be a hard fight, and again, with new faces, new characters, Sheamus, the veteran who's supporting these new wrestlers, and he hasn't won that title, so it could be an intriguing storyline. I know Matt has mentioned it because Matt's not here, though he says here on chat that he's home now and he'll see us soon. But we're just gonna quickly go through it, where he has mentioned that potentially Sheamus might finally pull it off. They made this match for Survivor Series. Braun Breaker will lose the title again, but this might push him to the world title scene, maybe potentially. With some interference, but I forgot exactly what he said. But I guess it could make sense because then he beats Ludwig Kaiser. He has the title. Braun Breaker has to push again to win it. Maybe he will dominate against Sheamus at like Saturday night's main event. Sheamus puts the young talent over. He already has the it's not Triple Crown. What's it called? The Grand Slam title by holding all the titles. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But unexpected. Again, we're gonna have our opinions later because we have to do the not opinions. What are they called? The predictions for the pay-per-view, which it's that time. We'll wait for Matt for the predictions. Moving forward, there's some mini storylines going on with the tag team titles. Judgment Day defended against the War Raiders, and they did end up winning because Judgment Day interfered. On the SmackDown side, Tommaso Ciampa's going literally insane. He's attacking the Street Profits. He's attacking the Motor City Machine Guns. Johnny Gargano is trying to control him, but he's uncontrollable. So that is just like some quick storylines weekly and not pay-per-view wise. The other major storylines going weekly, well, two. One, the Wyatt Six are still interfering with I forgot the trash bags. I forgot what they're called. And the Miz.
The Final Testament.
The Final Testament. The Final trash bags and the Miz. They jumped Thing's wife. I think it was Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Attack Scarlett, which was funny backstage. They're going to continue that rivalry, I think, next week. And then the most important one is the New Day. They're still trying to make their way, I guess their pathway towards their anniversary, which is what, 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to happen. Is it next week? Next week, Monday.
It's next week. It's on Monday, yep.
But now they've been fighting and arguing each other, and a lot of these promos the last couple of weeks have been pretty good from every wrestler, from every rivalry. It's been fun. But I think these guys took the cake this Monday. You can discuss it. It was fantastic.
This rivalry has been, or this like little story that they've been building has been, it's been heart-wrenching, but also been like so entertaining to watch over the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of like give it a little bit of a starting point, this all started, I think, like months ago, where I think there was just like a backstage interaction between like Kofi Kingston and I don't know if it was Butch or somebody, but essentially they were kind of, actually no, this goes back to like the Final Testament. The Final Testament
You're trying to break them up.
Was trying to break him up and was basically saying or trying to tell like Xavier Woods that like Kofi Kingston was like basically trying to take the glory and he could do better, yada 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 yada. They kind of brushed it off, but like there were like little cracks that were forming because anytime like someone will call one of them out, Kofi would kind of just be like, yeah, whatever, I'll take you on, and like Xavier wouldn't like it, and like he would kind of just like let it go. And then they did the whole thing with Odyssey Jones like joining their side because Kofi would always go around and like basically like recruit or try to get people to help him without letting Xavier Woods know. And then Xavier finally snapped after weeks and weeks of this happening and saying that like, like you don't keep me involved, like we're supposed to be a team, but I don't know anything. And so Kofi was like, you know what, you're right, like let you run the plays. Since then, like Xavier Woods has been trying to do things his way, and Kofi Kingston hasn't really been agreeing with it. But still been kind of trying to let him do his thing and like try to like go along with it. But it's like slowly just been like deteriorating and been affecting it. And everything came to a head this past week where they lost to Alpha Academy in like less than a minute. They got squashed. And so they go to the back and the cameras catch up with them and they are arguing and these guys are throwing bombs at each other. Kofi
Bombs,
Kingston
bro.
tells Xavier Woods that he isn't good enough, that he hasn't been good.
There's a reason why he hasn't won any title
any titles
by himself, because he wasn't good enough and he will never be good enough to be like champion or whatever.
And then on the other side, like Xavier Woods said that like you weren't good enough to hold on to the championship, but you lost to Brock Lesnar in 7 seconds. Like that was on you.
So we had you the title and Kofi Mania on a platter.
Yeah.
And you pissed it off in six seconds to Brock Lesnar. It was, and then that's when Kofi Kingston was like, you know what? If it wasn't you, you know what I'd do to you? And then that's when like Xavier was like, what? Would you finally turn evil, or would you finally turn bad? What would you do? And I was like, bro, these guys are both about to turn heel on each other. It's so crazy. I'm so excited for next week.
Next week's gonna be huge, and a lot of people are speculating. You saw what gear they were wearing to the ring on Monday. I don't know if you did.
Oh yes, I did.
Yes,
it was.
Go ahead. They were wearing I mean, if you just saw what we were playing just before we got on stream, we were doing a little bit of Sparkling Zero.
Sparkling Zero.
And the Goku was wearing the Goku uniform, and Xavier was wearing the Goku Black uniform. Which in the show, Goku Black is the evil alternative. There's a lot of like backstory and stuff like that. But Goku Black is evil. Goku is like all of righteousness. So a little bit of Easter eggs within their thing. Could it be a sign of what things to come for next week? We don't know. A lot of people are speculating, I being one of them, that Big E is going to be coming back next week.
I think so.
And he's going to be involved in that segment.
I'm hoping he clears himself.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's because like I've been saying this for months. Everybody for months online for flipping months has been saying the same thing. Oh, Xavier Woods is turning heel tonight. Xavier Woods is turning heel tonight, and it has been like 4 months and nothing has happened yet. And I said, y'all need to calm the hell down. Like it's not that serious. I will tell you now. I do not know where this is gonna go on Monday. I am hoping that it ends with them teasing a breakup. Big E being the one that kind of calms like a cooler head and says, you know what, I'm back. Like now the New Day can actually be the New Day. Or, maybe Big E comes back, but then Xavier still walks out and turns. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. I feel like obviously everything is pointing towards a breakup, but I, again, just don't see it happening. I think that it would be really good for this one feud, but then again, once these guys are done, then what kind of thing, right? So I think that there's more that the tag team division could needs in terms of like tag teams to keep those guys together than they do splitting them apart and having them lost in the mid card, So
exactly.
No disrespect to those guys because those guys are like my favorites, but yeah, like there's just too much going on. I don't think you need another set of singles guys in there right now. Like I think you just need to build your divisions as much as you can and keep your divisions intact. So
honestly, I do hope they stay a tag team. I just hope they turn evil together.
Yeah,
I do hope Big E comes back, even as a manager, and he's just with them. I think it would still be sick. Honestly.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I've been wanting for months. Like, just come back as non-competitive and just like get these guys like on the same page and just get them like wrecking shit and making babies cry.
I'm looking forward to it because again, there's a lot of face tag teams in that side. It would make sense because inevitably the Judgment Day is going to lose the tag team titles. Maybe they'll lose them to a face team. I think the first team that are going to fall to this new day would be the Alpha Academy. So just looking forward to just devastation from the New Day. Welcome Matt of EMFC to the podcast.
Hi.
We were just finishing our discussions of the summary of Raw and SmackDown. I don't know if you want to add anything to it. The only thing we miss is the new title, but I guess we can save for the sheets and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chelsea Green's winning the United States Championship. That's all. And because there's nobody else. And Natalia's winning but we'll save that.
That's
Okay.
That's
I'm just
disgusting.
I'm gonna
How
count my
dare you.
points. Just act like I'm not here, okay? I'll be
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want to go into the sheets, or if you guys want to go into grain of salt, or we can do the predictions right now, actually.
Oh, he's counting his points, so I guess we'll do.
Well, usually we discuss it first, and then afterwards we do the actual prediction. Oh, guys, there's like, yum. Yum. Hold on, is that Greek yogurt?
Turkish.
Greek yogurt? So what do you guys want to do? Yogurt?
I mean, let's do a grain of salt. We'll give Compare a bit of time for him to do his thing, I guess.
All right. We'll let him salt it up. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Big screen. Do the thing. And salt time. Don't know why I froze there, but we're now in Derek's salt mine, as they would say. Spill the salt, Derek.
Okay, so let's talk about War Games.
War Games.
The War Games match, because I think a lot of people are speculating a whole lot of things in regards to how that match is going to go. A lot of people are speculating, oh, well, Paul Heyman was wearing this, so this means this, and Sami Zayn threw this, so this means this, and so-and-so did this, so this means this. I think that one thing that people do classically is overbook the crap out of a show. We can't have all these things happening in one event. It's just too much. Like, our hearts cannot take it.
Never know. You never know.
I agree that I think Paul Heyman will turn on Roman Reigns at some point. I just don't think it's going to happen on Sunday. I think that the most likely thing that will happen is, considering that we haven't seen or heard from him since he lost against Bronson Reed last week, 2 weeks. Seth Rollins is probably going to get involved. It probably costs the OG Bloodline the match. Solidifying his heel turn, screwing over CM Punk, screwing over Roman Reigns. He promised the next time he's in the same room with Roman Reigns, he's going to stop him in the mat. I think he's going to do that on Saturday. I think he's going to curb stop both of them, and then he's going to walk off, and he's going to do his thing, and then we're going to start to build towards WrestleMania between Punk and Rollins.
I have a question for you before you continue, and I was thinking about this. If Seth Rollins turns heel, do you think he will change his music again?
No.
No, you think he'll keep it?
I think he'll keep it, yeah. I just think, because, I mean, when he first got the theme song, he was a heel.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not really something that really needs to be, like, a heel or face baby. Like, I think it works either way. I just think he'll just, like, come out and, like, not get people chanting his name. I think he'll just kind of gonna do his thing kind of thing, right? So...
I still feel like they might change it. I think it would be pretty cool. Like, he's had some good instrumental theme songs, but who knows what they would do this time. But yeah, that's a good shout. I forgot about that. Seth Rollins might interfere. It's probably what's gonna happen. But yeah, continue.
So I think that's all that's gonna happen there. I don't know if we're gonna get a Rock appearance. I feel like we might save that till. I mean, I'd be really into it if the Rock appears after the show.
He may or may not. I was gonna mention that. I was like, oh, the Rock's gonna show up, and then he's gonna be like, "What can I say? But you're welcome." And then he just like rock bonds everyone. But today, the movie came out, Moana 2.
Can I get a Chiha?
So he's most likely going to be very busy, with his premieres. So probably not.
Yeah, so I feel like it's probably not going to be a thing. But yeah, I think that the CM Punk Roman Reigns stuff is definitely something that's interesting, and I think it is a story that they will build upon at some point, but I just don't think it's going to happen right now. But again, a lot of people are going online and they were like, oh, Paul Heyman walked off with CM Punk and then walk off with Roman Reigns. It's just like, okay, but that was also not on camera, so like it's okay. Like, not everything has to be a thing, guys. It's okay. Just relax. So I think I think that's all we're probably gonna get from that. Like I think Seth Rollins turning is probably gonna be more shocking than, overloading the shock factor for that event. I've already said before, I think Naomi is more likely the one that is going to be revealed as the attacker for Jay Cargill. And I think that the heel turn will do her well because she's a good heel and she needs to do something.
Mhm.
I like the Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa stuff, the DIY stuff.
Of course you are.
Because it's also those are my guys. But also like this is the Tommaso Ciampa that like I like to see, where he's just a dickhead. You know,
Mhm.
this is him in his element. I don't know what people are expecting from this, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Johnny Gargano is going to try to be the cooler one, whatever kind of thing. Be like, oh, those are my friends, those are my friends. He's going to make it seem like he's standing up for his friends, and then bam, super kick to Motor City Machine Guns. Johnny Gargano turns heel, we get heel DIY, and then we're off to the races.
That's what I'm hoping for because the Motor City Machine Guns, they're really talented, really good, but so far they won the titles. They're like, well, we want to be good defending champions, so they need some dirt in their eye. You know, they need some dirty.
Motor City, bang, bang, bang.
They need some
Great entrance.
dirty people.
Yeah, I could see it, like I could see just like the whole thing, and that's the thing, like Johnny Gargano's even lobbying to be like, hey, look, let's just give him what he wants, we'll get a tag team title match going, we'll just do it, and then like they're like, nah, we're not doing that, and that's gonna piss him off, and he's eventually gonna be like, no, screw you guys, like I'm just gonna go with my guy, and I'm just gonna super kick you in the face, because nothing shocks people more than a super kick out of nowhere. Ask Shawn Michaels.
You would know it's his son, bro.
Yeah.
Or a Pele kick.
Or a Pele kick out of nowhere.
Oh my god! Then Fiend with the, he's just like, bang. He's like, yeah, let me fix these little.
Well, that was honestly one of the hardest heel turns I have ever seen. Like when he did that, I was shocked. I was actually shocked.
Bro,
Like,
it's so good too because then they just have the camera on him while everyone's
Everyone's just getting their ass kicked.
in the back.
Everyone's getting their ass kicked. The match just like standing there like, yep.
Yup.
We got a chat here in the chat by the new spoke saying he's here for the yapping daps.
This is
LBO
crazy. This is crazy. All I do is get disrespected at home, in the chat, on stream. Thank you, Smoke. I'll see you on Liar's Bar later on. I'll be able to defeat you and make you rage quit. Either way.
Can I get a slush though?
Chill. What else do I have? So I got DIY, I got Bloodline, I got Naomi. I already said New Day isn't breaking up, or else I'm gonna cry.
Oh, I got one for you, and I was gonna mention it before because we were talking about Shadows. What are your thoughts on Shadows having a gun?
It's great.
It looks like they're going pretty
it's
accurate because they showed the girl
it's
and they showed her dead. I was like, oh, this is fantastic.
Oh yeah, she's going to die. Best believe December 20th, 2024, Maria is going to die. That's his arc. That's his story.
But you think it's like an explosion? Because I heard there's gonna be explosion instead of like straight up getting
Getting
bang,
shot.
bang, bang, bang. You know?
Maybe. I mean, it's PG-13. Maybe they'll make it a little more PG and make it seem like it's an explosion. But for lore accurate reasons, she got shot. She got gratatad. Right in front of Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think it's cool. Like, I think it's funny. I wasn't expecting, because like Shadow didn't get a gun until after this story. But yeah, whatever. Give him a gun. He's Keanu Reeves anyways. Like, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. It was a hard trailer.
This movie's gonna be so good. Like, I was already looking at tickets for like pre-opening night, like the night beforehand. Like, I'm trying to go watch that as soon as it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
In my Sonic shirt.
Good God, Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh, we discussed that one already.
Yes, we did.
Her and Bailey, they stole the show on Monday Night Raw.
Yes, they did. 10 out of 10.
Okay, what else you got?
What else do I got? I already talked about Gunther.
The Ring General.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much
Talk about Karrion Kross being good for once.
I'm enjoying it. I like the program that they got. Karrion Kross is like putting out like cryptic stuff about how he's had like conversations with Bray before he passed away, and how he was actually going to be considered to be in the Wide Six group before they made it. So like I feel like there's gonna be okay, he has a Bray Wyatt tattoo on his wrist. So
Interesting.
like so he's actually talked about like how there was like discussions prior to that he had with Bray where he was actually considered to be part of the group. And so like he's kind of like posting that on his social media. I'm kind of hoping they actually make it into a thing on TV and kind of make this thing a little bit more personal because like they could definitely get there.
Hey, what's going on, Saturn? Appreciate the hype. Also, they're talking about Derek's hair. They like the waves. I love it.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Hold on, let me show it off.
This
All
is
right,
Derek's segment after all.
Yes, this
He
is
does what he
it's all
wants.
about me. Saturn is putting Cap in the chat. His is not better.
So they're better.
Did,
Did you get a trim?
did you get a trim? I did get a trim actually. Thank you for noticing. But yes, I trimmed off some of my locks, so it looks a little bit more even.
Solid.
Yes, but I think that's all I got for Salt. Compare, did you finish your stuff yet or no? He did not. All right, Eric, you wanna cover for him?
Yeah, all right, let's go to the sheets.
Let's get lost in the sheets.
All right, I'm gonna do my best Matt impression. Welcome to the sheets, where fucking nut up or shut up. My name's Matt at USC, and we're gonna get in the sheets, the dirt sheets here. So first business, because the only ones I know. Jade Cargill seems to actually be legitimately injured. The rumor has it that she is going to be injured way after WrestleMania, which is probably going to ruin the whole storyline with Bianca Belair turning heel. I say, oh my, I'm nervous. In the sheets? Yeah, this is Matt's Dirt Sheets. This is a segment that I'm taking over while he's a little busy doing something. Anyways, yeah, I think she might actually be hurt for a little bit. She might make it by WrestleMania because, they always overhype these injuries. But that is the rumor so far. The other rumor, which turned out to be true, because I guess we could have done that last week, but because we didn't film the podcast last week, we're doing it now. The women's side of wrestling on Monday Night Raw finally have a mid-card championship, which is the Intercontinental Women's Championship. They announced it shockingly before the night started. It was like a pre-show kind of thing where they revealed it, and then afterwards they showed a quick segment in the middle of Monday Night Raw. It was an odd way of announcing it, but everyone's been asking for this for a long time. The women are getting more championships. They're getting more noticed, really, in wrestling. So this is a good thing overall. When it comes to fantasy, maybe we should be adding another champion because now everyone's going to have a championship. At this point, there's going to be no one on the roster without titles. So we're going to have to figure out that situation. But that's for the next season. Derek, do you know anything else in the sheets? Go women.
I know something that's more so on the AEW side, which you mentioned in our other chat. But they have an event happening in Australia, I think in February, their AEW
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Slam.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be, I think, at Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm not sure, but it was supposed to be at a big stadium that was supposed to have a capacity of 50,000 people. But due to preliminary low ticket sales, they are now moving to a smaller venue that has a capacity of 13,000 fans, which is a stark difference in terms of capacity. And a number of AEW haters will go out and say that, serves them right. Compare will go out and say that it serves them right.
Apparently, John Moxley is reviving the NWO or something. So,
Buddy, that company's in shambles,
that's great.
bro.
A Mox World Order or something is what he's going on about. This is what I heard from another podcast. So.
Look, I'm trying really hard to make these guys sound good, alright? Could you?
But as Derek was saying,
Ricky Starks at the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, I'll mention that too.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. But like honestly, I think this is the best thing that they can do, and I think it's a measure of understanding the position that you're in and actually working towards it, as opposed to like trying to like, you know, act big and have disappointment after disappointment. There's no point of booking venues that like hold a lot of people and you only fill up like a quarter of it, when you could do something a lot more feasible at a smaller venue. You get a lot more engagement. You could actually show the hard cam side for once. And yeah, actually like have like more excitement in the shows, as opposed to like trying to like set and say like, oh, like we are going to this arena that's really really big, right? So I think again, like one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of wrestling companies do, especially when they try to compete with WWE, is that they try too hard to compete with WWE as opposed to just doing their own thing. And AEW was doing great when they were just doing their own thing.
They were.
And then they signed half of WWE's old roster of shit talent, with the exception of some guys who aren't shit, but most of the guys were shit. And now they're basically going through this whole like situation where their roster is too big, they can't fit everybody on the show, and no one cares. And now you have members of the roster going on podcasts and basically airing out all their dirty laundry because they feel it's appropriate.
Which brings us to the next one, I guess.
Yes, it does. To quickly answer Smokey's question, we have been to a live show. We've been to multiple live shows.
This year alone, actually.
This year alone, we did like 4 or 5 back to back.
So I know you guys went to Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden when The Rock was going to appear.
Yes.
We attended Money in the Bank this year in Toronto, which was a lot of fun. I've never seen a ladder match before in my life, but let alone Money in the Bank. It was really, really cool. We got to see John Cena. Well, I mean, that was my first time seeing John Cena in person, which I thought was pretty cool.
Me and John go way back, so you know it's whatever. I knew he was gonna be there. He called me beforehand.
You appeared on Monday Night Raw the night
just barely
after
think she
in
is.
Ottawa, and then I went on SmackDown. Well, we went on SmackDown on Friday as well in Toronto too. This year alone. Last year we went to SummerSlam in Detroit. We went to Elimination Chamber in Montreal. So yeah, we were just literally collecting our little Infinity
AEW
Stones.
in Toronto.
We did AEW in Toronto.
We did AEW in Vegas, which was fun. That was pretty cool.
That was fun. That was good. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, we've done all these events together. The only like they did Detroit without me. I was working on the cruise at the time, so they were out in Detroit, like meeting Logan Paul and Bret Hart.
That was
Yeah.
really
As
cool.
much.
That was really cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who walked by? Was this Scott Steiner? He went to use the
I think it
washroom.
was Outsider. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
But I got to sit front row on Monday Night Raw and dap up Michael Cole, so you know who really won. And almost got on TV, except there was
There's
a
no proof.
tall ass like 6'4" guy in front of me who kept on like going in front of me when people were coming out. It was really pissing me off. But I was there.
Should him with the gut shot, bro.
I should have, but it's okay. Debbie got on TV, so you know she got her 5 seconds of fame, I guess.
That bastard. But yeah, we did go
Alright.
together. We usually go together for all these events.
I'm ready.
The next one that's happening in Toronto is actually Elimination Chamber. They're doing a stadium arena for the Rogers Center, which was formerly Skydome. It's the first time since 2002, which is going to be really cool. I don't know if we are going. We're going to try to, but
Somebody
we're
please buy me tickets so my wife will let me go.
it would be a really cool story.
I need to be there.
Oh,
I need it.
just say you're going to work, bro.
Nah.
It's like, yeah, the Blue Jays are playing.
Me and my coworkers may or may not have talked about that, but I'm just gonna keep that in the sheets. Locked
Donation
away.
stream. Oh my god, that's what we like to see. Get the fun going for Matt to attend the Elimination
Say no
Chamber
more.
and potentially WrestleMania in
Right
Vegas.
now, if you guys want to see me in a hot tub? It's good to go. Whatever.
We're gonna lose so much money on that stream.
You want. The blow up pool, the water bill.
It will surely be Matt's sheets.
Finest hour, bro. All right, let me look at these sheets for you guys. All right.
But sorry, as we were rearing off of it, we were talking about AEW. We were talking about podcast. We were talking about
Oh, Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks. There we go.
Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is talking bad shit on another podcast.
Yeah. He was like, "Are you still employed with AEW?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why aren't you wrestling?" They don't use me anymore. He's like, "You want to be used?" He's like, "Of course." He's like, "I don't know what's going on in that company," which is crazy to say when you're employed by the company, pretty much talking shit to your own employer and your workplace, even though, again, AEW is going and becoming a mess now, so sad.
Look,
But
as a man who has done the exact same thing in multiple workplaces I worked at,
on podcast,
I would've- no, just talking shit against your boss at the workplace I work at.
we all do, of course.
But like actually talking shit to the employer. It's very liberating, I must say.
That's crazy.
Especially when they don't fire you afterwards too. It's just like, oh, so you're still paying me? Oh, well, okay.
That's hilarious.
Apparently, people want Will Ospreay arrested for, I think he elbowed somebody in the back of the head. I don't know.
Really?
It was, yeah, off script footage goes viral.
This guy taking
what else do we got
wrestling
here?
literally?
There's not a lot. I mean, we can start talking about the women's belts and start. We got a lot of predictions to do. All right, we got a lot of booking to do.
We still have a couple
So-
weeks of fantasy to do as well.
No,
Smoke saying in the
that's
chat,
not
is
today.
that a newish ink sleeve? I assume you're talking about me. No, I've had this for a couple of years now, actually. Since COVID had everything shut down in Canada, 2021, 2022. I went to Colombia for a little bit, lived there, got a tattoo, and it was great. And I guess I just take care of it pretty well.
Oh, Eric, you're so cool.
I think it's just I think because we don't get sun here, because we have
Papa Tui.
we have winter. Oh my God! It's all about
Sponsor us, The Rock,
It's all
please.
about- It's all about the Papa Tui, bro.
It's all about the
Papa
rocks,
Tui and
the
the
rocks.
mana going
We-
into
we
the
got
skin.
all of
The
it, bro, don't
mana,
worry.
bro. Can I get a chiho? Or whatever the hell he says.
we got all
Are
the
you talking about Chiwiwis?
we got all the
No,
rock
every
skin line, of
commercial I
course.
see
Here
of
we go.
Moana, he's like, "Can I get a chiha?" I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know if you guys can see that. It's the Papa Tui.
It's Chihu, no?
some shit like that.
It's the
bro.
restoring facial moisturizer. Have I used it in a while? No. Hydrating facial cleanser. Yeah.
Oh, if you're not gonna use it, bro, send it my way. I got the full Papa Tui look here. You see the skin's radiant.
And that's the tattoo bomb,
Ish.
which I've hardly used because again, I got it around when it's fall/winter, so the sun is just not exposed on my skin right now.
The one thing we did miss, sorry, two things we missed at AEW because they had a pay-per-view. Darby Allin got into a
Tattoo.
car crash live on the pay-per-view apparently. or
Oh, Seba
something.
told me.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It
And
was so stupid.
the Costco
So much
guys
mana.
wrestled a hell of a match on the pre-show
The Costco.
because
guys.
you know the boys mewing everywhere or whatever they say, and the Rizzler was there and all that shit.
Yeah, I watched the pay-per-view.
'cause we're weird.
The Costco guys did pretty good actually.
For you Ligma Sigma boys out there.
You need to invest in that. I mean, yeah, skincare is always good. You always supposed to moisturize your tattoo, and eventually the ink will fade a little bit. That's just more exposure to the sun. Then you get like recolored. I've just been grateful, I guess, that it's still pretty good. But yeah, Papa Tui
Oh my God, Eric!
is like
bro, sorry.
American Target line. So whenever I visit the States, I get it. Mhm.
I have to interrupt, bro.
Okay.
Suits is coming back, bro. We have to see the money want to stay, bro.
Oh
Suits LA
my
with the
God.
good Canadian boy, and this also it ties in because Stephen Amell is a wrestler. He's supposed to be the lead Suits guy.
Really?
Yeah,
I know
on
Seba was
NBC.
mentioning it. He's like, "Oh, they're gonna bring back Suits," but I thought it was gonna be someone else, not Stephen Amell, not the Arrow
Yeah, bro.
himself.
I'm seeing it right
Yeah,
here,
Suits
bro.
the
That's
show.
See the money wanna stay for a meal,
Get another piece of pie for your wife. No, buddy, straight to fucking was it Williams? We gotta get a merger, of course.
Oh, they don't have it there anymore, by the way. They got
moved
rid of the
Williams?
sandwich. Yeah, bro, it's not on the menu.
Oh my God.
They just ruin everything.
No, I'm gonna
All right.
tell him, bro.
What did you guys think of the CM Punk spinner belt?
Oh, it looks pretty cool.
It's a banger.
Spinner belt, you say?
Yeah. It was $800, apparently.
Oh yeah.
American. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get on to predictions and booking. All right, we got to get to the good stuff here, because I have nothing else in the sheets.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh my God, 800. Oh yeah, 800 USD. There was only like 500 of them made. Of course.
That was like a rare thing. Rare release. Okay. Survivor Series. So once again, we are going to do our little predictions. We're going to explain it, and then afterwards, we're just going to record and do that quick little TikTok that we always do. All right. Let's see the Survivor Series card. I'm hoping this is it. It is. Okay, let's see how many matches we have. It's like 5
Oh my
matches
God,
so far.
Derek, it's still in stock for you, all right? Don't worry.
Who, for me?
Of course, bro. You're his biggest fan.
Brother, I threw out his T-shirt.
The thing is it authentic? The saying is it authentic? I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so for the most part.
His big face is on the back.
It's like signature series, and yeah, it's probably as authentic as it gets.
And it's to celebrate his 434 days of being decent at wrestling, bro.
Don't worry, get ready for the next title reign, bud. And then he's gonna write a giant X on the world title. It's gonna be great. Okay, so prediction time. The first one we're gonna do, and I don't know if Matt was here for it when me and Derek discussed it, but we talked a little bit. The mid cards were a little surprising, a lot of little surprising returns, and to be honest, it's probably gonna be a banger. Intercontinental Championship: Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Predictions.
Don't say it.
This is just discussion.
It's
God
not
damn
gonna be
it!
him.
God damn it!
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
It's Braun Breaker.
Let's give you
Uh,
Braun Breaker.
I'm gonna go with Sheamus because I think Ludwig is gonna cost Braun Breaker somehow, or he's just gonna get pinned, and then Braun Breaker's gonna feud with Gunther because they're Imperium boys.
It's a good shout, honestly. It's a good choice,
I don't
Derek.
know.
Braun Breaker.
That's also a good shout.
I think Braun Breaker hangs on to it. I like both your guys' points. Like Derek saying earlier, it's gonna be a banger between all of them. But Braun Breaker's that young talent that needs to go over. Matt, on the other hand, it's also true where Sheamus can win it because Ludwig Kaiser interferes, but then after his Braun Breaker comes back on Saturday night's main event, it just absolutely obliterates Sheamus. So Sheamus gets his Grand Slam title, and he can put the young talent over, right? So
Mm.
Braun Breaker.
Sound like you're at a McDonald's drive-through, bro.
It's because he is.
Can I get one Braun Breaker?
Can I get a breaker?
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. Ice cream machine is broken. 1 second, please.
Sorry. Airplane coming. 1 second.
But yeah, Braun Breaker.
And then you're like, yeah, can I get one coffee? Is that all? Is that all? Drive up. Is that all? Drive up.
What are we telling my
No,
price?
I'm
What
not
is
done
discussing?
yet, bro. I'll tell you when it's all done, okay? Why you keep... Is that all? No. I'm gonna be fat. Let me order the menu, goddammit.
Uh,
Oh my god, are you good over there, bud?
I'm good. I'm good.
No,
All right. So
Aaron.
yes.
me?
Oh.
I'm good. I'm just in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Just didn't know what I was
What's
typing.
next?
I guess I should guess. I just guess Braun Breaker. Whatever. Next.
are we doing the TikToks now, or... Later?
No, I just didn't say anything.
Okay.
I just said both of your opinions are great. Next one, another surprising one, as we mentioned before, United States Championship, LA Knight versus the returning Shinsuke Nakamura. Matt, you weren't there for that, but I suggested that.
Oh, I heard it. No
Oh, you heard it?
contest. He's
Yeah,
gonna beat him up. He needs to beat him up.
because you said you
I
have your
agree.
opinion on LA Knight. He needs someone. He needs someone to like make him like legit, because right now he doesn't have a story going. He's been kind
He
of
needs somebody to
mid.
challenge him, bro. Everyone is like mid, and
Mhm.
Shinsuke's not gonna do that either because he's not gonna get challenged on the mic. So
That's why I was expecting something brutal. So I want like no contest
Mhm.
where it just like elevates LA Knight just a little bit.
Yeah, I think LA Knight got screwed because AJ Styles would have been perfect for him,
Mhm.
and he got injured. So yeah, they kind of probably had to pivot.
Did they have a rivalry like in WrestleMania or something? Was that last WrestleMania?
Mm.
Yes, LA Knight and AJ Styles, where he appeared in his house and then he started
Oh,
punching
yeah,
him. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that was good. That was good LA Knight, but now he just seems very dull. His wrestling is very mid. He's just a quintessential mid carder, but he's not good enough to hold the belt, in my opinion. He might sell merch, but like Logan Paul probably did better with his reign than LA Knight has so far, and they're basically the same, except LA Knight's defending on SmackDown every week.
Mm. It's a good shout. Derek?
LA Knight will probably. Actually, I could see a no contest situation happening. I don't see Shinsuke Nakamura losing clean. With him just coming back. And I could see this being extended a little bit longer, so I could see like a no contest situation happening.
But also, this doesn't make any sense to me because they literally had Carmelo and Andrade fighting, and they were supposed to. This should have been a triple threat for the belt or something. And it's just like, okay.
Bro, they did that
Right.
in Crown
They
Jewel.
did that already. Yeah, they had
Oh,
the
at
triple
Crown
threat.
Jewel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I don't
LA Knight
know.
won.
I thought that whoever won was just gonna face him, and that would have continued. But I guess they pivoted. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe they're gonna let Melo fight Cody Rhodes.
Well, he's gonna fight him next week on SmackDown. So.
No, I mean like for the belt,
Oh.
for on the big stage, bro.
Oh.
Because he's
no.
#1 draft pick to SmackDown. Never forget.
Oh, I remember.
Now Cody buries him on Friday. I get points. This is gonna be great.
No points. We already it's done. We're not counting this week.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going. The only thing we're going to be counting is the amount of drinks that are in our system.
Oh my God.
Can I get a Chi-Hu?
Oh, there is another match. Okay, so this is the third match. It is going to be the women's War Games match. So Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know Naomi was on the team. Naomi and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Big Back, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae in a War Games match. What do you guys think? Both women's champions are on one side, all the rivals are on the other. A lot of
And the Money
heated
in the Bank holder.
yeah, and a lot of heated rivalries between both teams and amongst themselves. They don't really like each other too. So I swear to God, freaking these two right here, Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, legit just fought each other last month in the pay-per-view, and now they're supposed to be teaming up, you know? So Raw versus SmackDown kind of situation. What do you guys think? Can you get a hootie hoo?
I am going with the babyface team winning. So Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, and Io Sky. Because I think the heels are winning the other War Games match, and they have to offset, you know.
That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah, so that's what I think. I also just think that like we're only just getting started with this whole like let's just say Jade Cargill's injury is legitimate. So I don't think they would have pivoted too much to the point where they would have changed like the finish of how this match was going to go. So I would assume if she was in the match that they were probably going to win anyways. So I feel like they'll kind of do this whole thing where they come out on top, everyone's okay with each other, and then they'll continue the whole thing with like, well, who did it kind of thing, and you know, kind of do that after the facts. But yeah, I think for right now, I think the good guys are gonna be coming out on top, or the good girls, I should say.
Honestly, probably a
Such good girls.
good idea, because as you said, the men's probably solos team would end up winning. They need the face team to win. And again, Io Sky is supposed to be fighting Liv Morgan for the championship very soon, and she's obviously not going to win the title, so this is going to be like her win. I think Io Sky and Bianca Belair are undefeated or something like that at Elimination Chambers in War Games matches. I think so. Is that what it was? The statistic?
Yeah.
Haven't they only been in like 2?
I think they've appeared in all of them on the main roster, and they appeared a lot in NXT. But yeah, I agree. I think Rhea Ripley and them are gonna win.
Yeah, that makes sense. But there's gonna be a lot of turns here. We can have everyone on the face team turn on each other. We can have Tiffany Stratton cash in the cage or something. I don't know. So there's a lot of things that can happen that are very shocking and unpredictable. But I think Rhea Ripley is gonna be the star of the match, and she's gonna get the pinfall over Liv in the middle of the ring, clean.
As Batman with their
Because-
face mask.
Oh yeah, because Rhea Ripley is arguably the biggest talent in this whole match, and people need to put some respect on her name. That is all.
Okay.
Also, Nia Jax eviscerator from the top of the cage.
Jesus.
But brother,
On to Io Sky, bro. Fuck it.
I forgot this is supposed to be Vancouver. There's a Canadian flag in there, which is pretty cool. Shout out to them for
Canada.
coming to Canada a lot. Next one, the World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus Damian Priest is probably be a dark horse match. Again, we didn't expect the rivalry to continue, but it's been legit so far. It's been pretty entertaining. Damian Priest got a lot better on the microphone. Gunther's getting cooked, but I don't think it's the same thing in the match. What do you guys think?
I agree. I don't think Damian Priest will defeat the likes of Domingo. Damn, that was hard to say.
Gunther's gonna choke him out, or Goldberg's gonna spear somebody. That's it.
I don't think Goldberg's getting involved until next year.
Could be
personally.
Finn. Most
I
likely.
hope not, bro.
Finn's probably
I
going to
hope.
interfere.
Oh, Finn? Yeah, well, Finn's obviously still salty that like Damian Priest isn't in his match, so maybe, but I could just see Gunther just kicking his ass straight.
All right. To the next then. All right, the last match: Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, the Usos, CM Punk versus Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama higher, Tama lower, and big Bronson Reed in a War Games match. What do you guys think?
I think Seth Rollins is gonna
I
get
love you, Solo.
Oh my god.
Sorry, go on, Derek.
Oh my days.
Oh my,
Oh my word.
my goodness. But
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Jesus yeah, no, I think that Solo's team is going to win because I don't know if you've been seeing Solo at the main events, but like this guy's definitely hilarious.
He is.
And honestly,
Yeah.
on the mic,
He's
he's been hilarious. Like Solo's just great. Like, Solo's so good.
That's what I was saying, bro. Solo cooks man's on the mic. And
Brother,
nobody's putting
me and
respect on his
Compare
name.
have been saying this for months, and people didn't want to hear it. Now I'm seeing the memes like, yo, Solo's actually really good. Like, yeah, we've been saying this, you trash bags.
They should have been letting him talk from time, but they knew
From
Roman
time,
would
bro.
have.
He's so
Roman would
trash,
have known.
though.
It's because he's an Uso, bro. He's an Uso. They all want to talk.
But yes, I think Solo's team is going to win. I think Seth Rollins is gonna. The only thing that I'm thinking about is Seth Rollins going to get into the cage towards the finish of the match and screw them over, or is he gonna take out CM Punk on his way over to the ring?
And then Zilla Fat 2 comes in as the 5th member.
Well, that way CM
But,
Punk doesn't
like,
even
He doesn't actually get in the match.
he doesn't get hurt or anything either.
Yeah.
They keep him safe for later.
Keep him safe, yeah. And maybe he does like a little like, oh, I'm actually, whatever. Either way, I think Seth Rollins is gonna get involved, and I think it's gonna cost the OG Bloodline the match. And that is my
fair.
prediction on that. And then maybe The Rock comes out afterwards, and G-hoos and slices his throat and does the eyebrow and holds up the title that no one cares about. I care about it though.
I was gonna say the bad
He
one.
does those random hand signals that nobody understands.
Looking like LeBron, like.
Paul Heyman's like, what the fuck is going on? I personally don't think The Rock's going to show up. That's just me. Because now that we have Paul Heyman back, I think they're going to spread it out a bit.
Oh, they're gonna spread it out, all right.
That'll also get into my predicting the first segment on the Netflix Monday Night Raw. I
If
hope
you
you guys
smell.
wrote your notes down. Yeah, anyways, if I didn't say it before, Solo's going to win. Jacob Fatu is absolutely going to hit on everybody in this match. And the Usos are going to be sick again. Sammy's going to do his kick and lose his shoe. And Roman's going to get me 1 billion points because he's going to Superman punch everybody, CM Punk included.
Brand breaker. All
That's
right,
all the matches,
that's
eh?
that's the
crazy.
predictions, yeah. He's finally scored, thank God. All right, so I guess that we can redo that for TikTok. I'll start the recording. Recording has started. Hey, Hades, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the hype and love. Hope you're having a great day. And you are streaming as well, so if you're having a great stream, we'll probably come by very soon and see how everything's going. He's playing Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Okay. Matt, you want to start it off, I guess? It's Braun Breaker or Sheamus.
I think Sheamus is going to win because of interference and Ludwig Kaiser. I don't know. No, hold on, let me do it again.
Okay.
Cut. I think Sheamus is going to win.
What?
I think Braun Breaker retains.
Braun Breaker.
All right. Shinsuke or LA Knight?
Neither. It's gonna be a no contest.
I agree. I think it's gonna be no contest.
I'll say LA Knight via disqualification, but yeah, no contest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's how it works. Yeah.
All right. Women's War Games. It's gonna be a lot of freaking PNGs I'm gonna have to put together in one picture.
It's gonna be a domination from Rhea Ripley. I don't care who wins. It's Rhea Ripley's time. She wins.
Yeah, it's gonna be Rhea Ripley's team.
Rhea Ripley's team will conquer War Games. Excuse me. Sorry.
Actually, it's not her team. It's Bianca's guys.
Mm-hmm.
These guys don't even know what they're talking about.
Actually,
Like, do you actually watch the episodes? Do you
Hold
watch the
on.
backstage segments on YouTube?
like clearly,
Like, clearly you don't. Like, you guys are a bunch of marks.
Gunther versus Damian Priest.
Gunther via submission.
I think Gunther is gonna win via interference from Finn.
I think Gunther is going to win via killing his opponent.
All right. Roman's team or Solo's team?
I love you, Solo! Thumbline, baby.
Yeah, I think Solo's team is going to win this one. That's not a thumbs up. That's just a thumb.
Yeah, I think Team Solo is going to win.
You're putting up. Oh, I guess you can acknowledge him too.
They all do the ones, all right?
I can't believe no one besides me has called them the thumb line, but it's all right. Nobody's cool. One day it'll catch on. Just remember who said it first.
And that is it. I finished the recording.
Sweet.
All right, you guys know what time it is. I know Matt's been dreading for this one.
Predictions?
That was predictions.
I mean, what's it called? Booking?
Booking, like what's gonna happen.
I will do that after.
Okay.
Fantasy?
Okay.
Why would I be dreading it? I'm gonna win again.
All right, here we go. Let's play the fantasy.
Add my points. You didn't add them? No.
All right, so we are now here. Of course, Matt, we're gonna put 150%. Doing our fantasy draft. If you guys don't know the rules, here are the rules. We have 6 active spots per week. 2 main events, 1 mid card, 1 women's, 1 women's/mid card, 1 tag team. The restrictions are only 2 champions drafted per team, which we'll probably eventually fix soon. 2 tag teams maximum per team, and 4 main events maximum per team. This is how we calculate our points. This is what happens when we win. We get 3 points for being first. Second place gets 1 point altogether in the total, and third place gets 0 points, but they do get a wild card except during pay-per-view week, which would be the loser for this week. But we still have to calculate last week's, so we're gonna do that soon. These are the wild cards up for grabs. So because we missed last week, we're gonna have to show you guys who won last week. So I guess we'll start with Derek's team.
My team did some things.
Sorry, a little delay.
Gunther. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Gunther had a promo. Hold on, let me actually open it up on my screen. I'm looking on the stream.
You smell it.
Gunther, 1 promo.
Kevin Owens also had 1 promo. Let's see. And then Bronson Reed had a few appearances because he showed up on SmackDown and showed up to be the 5th member, hit some tsunamis, hit a Death Valley driver. It was great. And then on Monday Night Raw, he beat Seth Rollins with his moves and stuff, so got me 56 points. Candice LeRae had a match on SmackDown and a quick appearance on Raw, got me 12 points. Sheamus had a quick match on Raw that went to no contest. That was his match against Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. So that got me 12 points. And then the War Raiders had their match against the you actually that week it wasn't for the titles. They were facing Dom and Thing, so they did their thing. And they got me 44 points. So all together, 134 points.
Before you go, I'm about to ruin Matt's week right now. Derek lost the week before, and this is because of Matt himself. Derek spun the wheel because he was the loser, so he earned himself 1 bonus point for the wild card. So he has 6 points altogether. But Matt felt bad. He's like, spin the wheel one more time to give him 1 more additional thing for the week. And Derek, you didn't add it here, did you? You need to multiply 1 thing on your side, so you can, let's say you want to multiply Bonson Reed. Instead of 56 points, you'd be multiplied even more to earn bonus points. So you don't have 134 points. You could potentially get a lot more. So Derek,
Sorry, he forgot. Nope. that's
Derek,
canceled.
who are you gonna give the multiplication to?
Yeah, let's go to Bronson Reed though. What the fuck?
Well,
Loser.
this is ×3, right?
Yeah.
Was this Raw? Was the top one was Raw and this was SmackDown? I guess.
The top one was SmackDown. The bottom one was Raw.
Okay. How do you guys want to play this out? So give Derek a 4 times multiplier, or Derek has to find something that has like a 2 times multiplier, 1 times multiplier, and then add.
And then make it 3.
Make it 3. What do you think, Matt?
I don't know.
Because it cost you the week.
Probably upgrade, because have we ever had a 4 times?
I don't think so. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Well, yeah, but then if we had like the 4 commercial breaks back in the day, then we should have been able to multiply it higher.
I know, but it's
Yeah, but
because
that
it's because it's a wild card. Like, we're just doing it just because he was bum, so he gets this
You
rare
pick.
appearance.
You're the wheel creator, so you get to pick.
I say with Derek. Derek, what do you think?
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me because I'm only like a few points below Matt. So wherever I put it, I'm probably gonna win the week as a result. So,
Honestly,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind the 4 times multiplier, because like it's not like it's gonna be a regular thing. It's just because he just won a
it's just
bonus thing for the week.
Yeah, won a bonus thing. Okay, so we'll just put it
Okay.
on this then.
Okay.
So we'll put that here. For the entire week, so for both sets, or like do I make the top one for? Is it like
No,
for
it's
one
just
show? or for
no,
both shows?
it's just the one.
Okay.
Oh no,
so,
no,
yeah,
it's you're right. It's for both shows because it's
yeah.
one
so
character.
then I would make this.
Yeah.
Then I would make this
character,
2.
wrestler.
Then.
Yeah. Derek's about to have
So this is 12. So that would be
big
24 points.
a big amount of
3
points.
plus 3 plus 3, 9 plus 14. 14 times 4 is 28, 56. Yes. So 56 plus 24. So I got an additional 24 points. So 56 is 24, 56,
70.
76, 80.
80?
Yeah.
I didn't do the rest.
Good God.
Okay, so
56 would be 33 above your score, so 33 above this. So 4 would be 7. It would be 167 points.
all right.
Quick maths right there.
I
Nice.
still won.
All right, Eric's Rumbling Ranas had a very off week that week. Seth Rollins was trash, 11 points. Cody Rhodes, trash, 5 points. Dirty Dom lost his match, I believe, that week. Or he just only earned 11 points, sorry. Io Sky, I think, earned me the most, besides Jimmy, 15. Jimmy got 18, and then 8 on Raw. And then the Tongans barely got me anything. I think I slept that week because Jade and Bianca, they wrestled, I think, both on SmackDown and Raw. So they could have earned me a lot of points. But I slept. The rest of them were all injured and gone. 83 points. Me and Matt will discuss this soon because I did have CM Punk on waiver for like 5 weeks. I did mention that to Derek, but I didn't pick up anyone for him, so I just brought him back to my team. But I think Matt put something on a waiver, but we'll discuss that after he counts his points.
Yeah. Don't let Eric fool you guys, all right? CM Punk's been dead off of his team for like 3 weeks, and I picked him up before.
No,
so
no,
he's trying to
no.
cheat. Yeah, so we had a good week overall. Finn finally doing something. Don't remember what he did. Roman, I do remember. It's a bunch of Superman punches and talking and showing up. Jey Uso, same thing, just with I think he had a Uso splash or something. Raquel, she's alright. Nia Jax, always firmly in there. 2 commercial match, winning, leg drops, bum, all that. And Solo and Jacob, a little bit lower than I expect from them, but they did all right. Finished with 142 points. So Derek, congratulations, your first win of the year.
I
I've
think
won
it's
before.
his second win of the year.
I put in a waiver for CM Punk. That's it.
Okay.
That's your second win?
We'll discuss that after, but yes.
You're welcome.
Wild card.
Thanks, man.
After that, he has earned his next win, so he's at a total of 9 points. Derek's wild card actually brought him back from the dead. I'm last, so I get the wild card and 0 points. Matt, Mr. Consistent, gets 1 point above me, so with a total of 17 points is the winner so far. When it comes to the wild card, when it comes to the waiver, I mean, I didn't drop him, but at the same time I did. If Matt wants to play him, I guess we can, but also I counted points for you 1 week, so I want to claim my...
You already did that for Jey Uso or Jimmy, remember?
No. You gave me him.
No,
you gave me
I gave
him.
you Jimmy Uso, and you counted.
We can play our 3 stages of hell if you want to, dude. But it's
bro, just give me somebody for once, bro.
No. We need to win.
Yeah, bro. Give me Randy Orton.
No,
you're gonna have to drop him anyways.
No, I already had him in the mid card. Randy Orton's dead though. Damian Priest. Maybe Seth Rollins at this point.
Yeah, give me him. I need somebody from Raw, please, bro.
Oh my god.
I have nobody on Raw.
But for CM Punk. All right, anyways, let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel first and let's see.
Spin the wheel.
All right, so I'll shuffle it a couple times. Here we go. Or we'll let Derek be the final decision. Here we go.
Go.
God, that's something real good. Oh my god. No. So I can replace a Raw SmackDown star. So I would have to recalculate my points if that was the thing. Could I spin it again instead? Because that would have been last week. So for example, like I could have had like instead of Damian Priest being my Raw spot, I could have put Randy Orton as my SmackDown spot kind of thing. But like that would have been beforehand. Spin though.
Get no wild card.
Spin it again.
I'll shuffle it a couple more times. Again, it's kind of hard because we missed last week's podcast. But yeah, I would have taken the plus 20. Please. No! Oh, yeah! No, wait. No multiplayers on person. So that means I can remove multipliers from a person. I thought it was no wild card. There's no multipliers on a person. So that means I get to look at you guys and be like, I'm going to remove your multiplier.
Just remember
that. Who was Mello? Is this Derek?
I put him on the bench this week.
Okay. Derek, go ahead. It's your turn.
All right. This week wasn't as overwhelming as last week. Where am I? Let's scroll down.
Sammy, Kevin, Cody Rhodes.
Oh my god. Okay, here I am.
You have them both, bro.
Oh my god, he has me as a tag team. You see that?
Yeah, also, why do you have Unknown on your bench still, bro? Pick somebody up.
It doesn't matter.
If anything, he can pick up CM Punk, bro.
I already gave him 2 wild cards, bro. What more does he need? All right.
He wants to come back from. He wants to come back from the dead, bro.
Anyways, I figured Gunther wasn't going to be doing anything this week, and I was right. So I put Sami Zayn in the main event spot, who did a little bit more. He showed up on SmackDown and had a couple appearances in a promo, and he had a promo on Raw, so that gave me 16 points. Kevin Owens had a promo on SmackDown, which gave me 5 points. Bronson Reed had an appearance on SmackDown and an appearance on Raw, that little vignette, so that gave me 12 points. Candice LeRae had a match on SmackDown where that went to a double decision and also had a little promo in the back before Nia Jax's match, so that gave me whatever points, 11 points. Tiffany Stratton was in the same match as Candice LeRae on SmackDown, and she had a little like talkie thing on Raw, so that she got the same amount of points. And the War Raiders had their tag team title match against Judgment Day, in which Ivar ate the pin, and so he got the -5, whereas Eric didn't really do anything, but he did hit their moves, they did their finisher, so they got me 32 points altogether. So in total, I got 70-something points, 75 points. Yes.
Oh, I got you, Derek. bench. You need your SmackDown. Where's Bailey?
I have her.
I was gonna say for your SmackDown main eventer, but I guess he's not really main eventer right now. But he's the only SmackDown guy I see who's worth it. Shinsuke Nakamura.
I could pick him up.
Or it could be CM Punk because technically he's a wild card and he's just moving around. Oh my god, that's the 3-way battle Mario Party. Done, bro. Figured it out. See you tomorrow.
Jamboree.
See you tomorrow. Live.
Jamboree.
Live, bro. Fantastic. Okay. Me, I had a pretty good week. I won't lie. Damian Priest, he's priesting up.
Priesting out.
He's gonna do his thing at the pay-per-view, so I'm probably gonna keep him in the main event spot. He's probably gonna lose, so I might lose points, but honestly, freaking this guy's supposed to be, what's his name? Trash bag. He's probably not gonna do anything, so I'm stuck with Damian Priest and whatever pin he's gonna take or submission he's gonna take. Cody Rhodes, he did a couple promos because he's like, I'm angry, man. Then he goes outside and he talks to Kevin Owens. He's like, I'm still angry, man. Then he goes backstage afterwards, and then Melo's like, put the fries in the bag, and he's like, I'm even angrier, man. 15 points altogether. Jimmy Uso, of course, he's appearing on Raw and SmackDown, so he gets a total of 16 points. Io Sky, all right, 8 points. Rhea Ripley pretty much did the same thing. Jade Cargill's dead, so that's something we also had to discuss too, because I'm like, I may have a need of a new tag team. Could I just put Bianca by herself as a tag team? Because they're still tag team champions, but they still haven't decided what's going to happen, because they're like, oh, are they going to give the tag team title to Naomi now? Because Naomi and her are best friends, because I think Naomi suggested it. Is she going to defend the title on her own? I don't know what's happening.
We'll have to figure that out.
With that situation, but from what they said, real life she's injured, so she only earned me 3 points because she was dead on a car. Freaking Bianca fought on Raw and SmackDown, so she went off for a total of 120 points. I was gonna put CM Punk for Ludwig.
The Bianca match was ×3.
Yeah,
on Raw?
Yeah, it's ×3. Well, no, it wasn't the match itself. She did her entrance first.
Yeah, then it went to commercial.
And then it went to commercial, and then she had a match, which was 2.
Yeah.
So Nia Jax was there for like 2.
Yeah, she came in after the commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll only be 1 commercial then.
Yeah.
Don't go over 2 anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
So ×2.
Yeah. Okay. I got
All right. On Matt's Meaty Men. Let's see what multipliers you have here. Let me know. One commercial.
I don't have any multipliers. Don't worry about it.
2 commercials.
Fiend was in there. He's like, oh, I'm Fiend. There's no leaders, but I'm the leader. Fiend. Then he had a match where he did absolutely nothing, unless I missed it. So yeah, it was great. Thanks for that, Finn.
No, I know it was JD McFunko Pop. He actually won the match for once, bro. It's crazy.
And JD's just been chilling on my bench for years, bro, doing nothing. Yeah, we got Roman, of course. Tribal Chief, finally back to his roots, talking and Superman punching.
Mm-hmm.
Jey Uso, same type of deal. Just I don't think he hit any specialty moves. He was chit-chatting again on Raw.
Oh, super kicks.
Chelsea Green had a match and she won it. She hit the Unprettier and the Rough Rider, which apparently are her moves. I knew the Unprettier, but I didn't know what the Rough Rider was. And she won 2 commercials. Very good. Nia Jax, all over the place. Dropping bums, dropping legs. Dropped a mega leg as well. On Bianca's chest. And then decided to lose the match because of stupid Bailey. And then Solo and Jacob, it's a little bit split here, but they basically just talked. And I think there was a spike in there for a total of 152 points. Minus whatever Eric's going to screw me with.
I know, but you still might end up winning the week. I think Matt might run away with this, bro. Whew. We have to do the mathematics here. So this is 6 times 4. Quick maths. 18?
24, no?
It's 24?
6, 12, 18, 24. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, yeah.
What
6 times 4 is 24.
Okay. 24.
Cerulo taught me incorrectly, bro.
I'm trying to see which one nerfs him the most. You know.
It'd
But-
probably be the Chelsea green, no?
I was thinking maybe it was this one.
Which
Two
one?
two commercials, Nia Jax.
Oh,
Ooh, those promos probably. So you would lose 10. So he has 10, 10. You would lose 5 on each. So he would lose 10 from there. He would lose 15,
wait.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. He would
If
lose
you're talking
21
about the
points.
tag teams, it's only for the bottom most point. Like whatever the commercial is under, that's what he scored. The rest of them are separate.
He would lose 21 points. If he loses 21 points, he would have 131 points, and I have 120. I think regardless, you win still. Well, let's see Nia Jax. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 6. Oh, but then times 2 it would be 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Nia Jax has a negative, so then I get a positive if you subtract.
Yeah, I'll just nerf your team over here, the Fatus, but you still end up winning because you have 130.
Well,
One
no,
points?
the Fatus again. It's only the point above, so it's only 10 and 6.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, sorry, it's only the one that's right above.
Only the one above, so like 5 and 3.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then like for Nia Jax, it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 minus 5, 1 commercial, and then 2 commercials for Nia Jax, but it's only 3. It's because I had
Okay.
it spaced out. I think we fixed it.
Okay.
And then Jey Uso, only 1 commercial for the 3. Roman Reigns has 1 commercial for 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So that's probably it.
Regardless, Matt has won the week again. So he has back-to-back winner of the weeks. He's running away. Oh, no, he didn't. Derek won because he won the other one. But he does run away with this one. Plus 3. Mr. Consistent has done it again for a total of 20 points. I got 1 back. So I have a total of 17 points. I'm 1 win behind Matt again. And Derek loses this week. He does not receive a wild card because it is a pay-per-view week. I'm sorry, Derek.
We gave you 2 last week, right? It makes up for it.
You were so close too. So close. We're both stuck around like 16. He had 9. But here we are. It depends how far we're going. Are we going to Saturday night's main event or
I
not?
think we should just end it there.
But Matt is starting to run away with the wins. Let me go past this and copy and paste. Right? Or did I? Oh, no, I have to remove last week's too. Holy crud.
Not to mention, boys, I don't know if you realize, this is a Big 4 pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
You remember what that means?
I thought we were all doing that for WrestleMania.
We're drinking?
I thought we were doing that for Big
We're
4.
drinking. Oh, we'll be there, bro.
Oh, we will be there. Did we not do it for SummerSlam, or did we just set our teams? I thought or was it only all hands on deck for WrestleMania?
I think it was only all hands on deck for WrestleMania because it was 2 days and we didn't want to count.
Fair.
Or something.
Okay, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
November 27th till December, whatever day is next week. Someone
They really got us with this main event shit, huh?
December 4th.
That's crazy.
What's Saturday's main event?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We were about to enjoy our nice
Yeah,
holiday
we were about to go to
vacation,
holiday.
watching wrestling without being analytical, and now look at us.
When is it though? Is it like in
The
the
night? Is it Tame? No,
What?
I got it.
Saturday night's main event?
pay-per-view? Yeah.
It's December 14th. I have a Christmas party that day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Crazy. So are we gonna all duel out for CM Punk or what? Because his pay-per-view thing is. Move this here. His pay-per-view is Saturday. That means we'd have to do it before Saturday.
We could do it Saturday, bro, in the theater room.
Oh my
Before-
Oh
god.
my god.
Before it, and then we have people live cheer us on.
I mean, if someone can bring the Switch, we can play Jamboree right there and get it done. And we can update it on
could-
our phones.
I mean, I could bring the Switch. That's not a problem. Like, plus George has a Switch, so like, he already has a dock there. I just gotta bring my Switch with me.
It's a possibility.
and we have it early, yeah, we
he
can
booked it for 5,
Five.
I think, and the pay-per-view
starts
starts at 6.
Yeah, we can bang it. We can bang it.
So
Or if you guys want to get clapped in Mario Golf, bro, we can start the 18 holes right now, bro.
Oh my god,
That's
I
crazy.
haven't
Old
played
school
that game in
tour,
years.
bro. Parsec.
you're trying to go old school,
Unless
school, eh?
we use the old, like we can stream tomorrow, I guess, and then we can do the old paper Mario parties. Look at that.
Old Mario Party? Yeah, I have it on my computer, so I could Parsec it.
If I'm available, yeah. I'd have
Okay.
to let you guys know early.
Again, I'm
and
done
then I
at
guess if
4
not,
both days, tomorrow and Friday.
well, football's also on all day tomorrow, so
That is also a thing.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
Figure it
figure it
out.
out. If not, we'll do it Saturday for sure.
Okay.
We have time. And if we
All
don't,
right.
CM Punk's off the board, bro. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. Honestly, he should be off the
Right.
board anyways. He doesn't do anything. He just shows up at pay-per-view. He shows up for a pay-per-view, and that's it.
If anything, I should get him because I have the Rock. You know, I've just been holding out. You know, I just
Oh my
I'm
god.
down a man. Derek could have had the Rock and still got the same amount of points as his unknown.
That's
At least
crazy.
you have a big name, you know.
Just pick up Shinsuke Nakamura instead, bro. I should just dump it on my team.
Is he coming out to Lil Uzi Vert song yet or what, bro?
It's a new theme song apparently to Derek, but it's a
Yeah,
spoiler
yeah.
for SmackDown, I think.
Yes, well, it's not a major spoiler, but yeah, the theme, like, someone did record it, so he does have a new theme. So it's not like super new. They just like redid his theme song, made it sound more heelish
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and menacing. But I fuck with it.
Alrighty, so it's been almost 2 hours on the stream. Are we calling it right there?
Book it.
Oh my god. Oh, you have to do the yes. You're right. All right.
All right, guys. So Monday Night Raw is coming to Netflix, and I seen somebody else do it, so we're gonna do it. Okay. We got to figure out how that show is gonna open up in the new year. It's a big episode. We got fucking Fiend coming with Jimmy Uso J.
Yeet. Yeet.
Yeah, I have an idea on how it's gonna open up to start the year. If you guys want to listen to me. Where's my notes?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, buddy. I had to write it out while I was driving. So obviously the show's gonna start with Triple H coming out and being like, "Welcome to Netflix," and then right after that,
Are you
good old-
ready?
no.
Are you ready for
a good
No, of course. This is the year of our Lord and Savior John Cena, so he's gonna come out as well.
Oh
Bam,
my
bam, bam, bam.
God.
You gotta get those viewers straight
I
away.
know,
Those
dude.
casuals,
I know.
This is 100% facts, bro. Like this, it's gonna go exactly like this.
So we had John Cena come out.
He's gonna be like, I claim for the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be
Yeah,
cracked,
yeah.
and then afterwards it's gonna be like, and then my tribal chief comes out, bro.
We're getting there. So of course John Cena's doing all that, and then, if you smell what the Rock is cooking, and he comes out with Solo and the boys, bro. Finally, we know who runs the new bloodline.
Quadruple in a
And they just
lifetime.
trash the place. John Cena, dead. Triple H, dead. Because remember, The Rock beefed with him. Triple H, dead. All of them dead. The announce table, dead. Everything crushed up like it was the Shield.
And they swear.
And they take
T14.
over. Yeah, they say this is our fucking show. And then The Rock goes on about crackheads and all that. And they say that they're taking over Monday Night Raw. And that just starts everything off. That's it. What else was I gonna say? Cody Rhodes, he needs to lose the belt, bro. Get that shit out of here. We need John Cena to win the belt. Get that shit off of him, bro. We have The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. We don't need the belt, all right? Just get it straight, man to man.
Oh, now it makes sense.
We have The Rock's belt, bro. Don't worry about the heavyweight. We got the Mana belt, all right? Cody Rhodes needs to finish the story. He can get that belt.
Now it makes sense. CM Punk is going to become World Heavyweight Champion. CM Punk versus John Cena, main event of night one, just the way they wanted it.
I forgot about that.
Just
shit,
the way
too.
they wanted it. You guys think Seth
No.
Rollins? Seth Rollins is not even going to show up, bro. He's going to feud with Big Bronson Reed and fight at WrestleMania in a tsunami freaking surf the wave Shaw dude match scheduled for scheduled for
Shaw.
Shaw. Scheduled for Shred the Gnar, you know?
Ah, dude.
Cha, dude. Sponsored by fucking Hawaiian Punch, bro.
Oh my god.
Book it.
But yeah, no, I think that I don't know if you guys have any ideas on what they're gonna bring, but I assume Stone Cold
Bring
might
in the
show up.
bring
but-
in the fire, bro.
Of course,
Bring in the fire.
Stone Cold might show up on the Netflix because you know you got to bring the casual viewers while you have the
wanna
first
know
episode, right?
what I think?
What?
It's a huge shot in the dark, but I think we're gonna get Cody versus Roman Part 3 on that Raw for the title.
Jesus, bro. Holy crud.
And then The Rock interferes and Roman wins.
Or The Rock interferes and Roman loses.
And
Yeah,
they
but I
have
feel
triple
like-
Maybe The
threat.
Rock actually shows where his allegiance lies in that match, as opposed to it being in the beginning.
Okay, I like it. See, we're getting the ball rolling here.
Mhm.
As long as John Cena's there, we're getting the ball rolling because he needs to win a belt by the end of the year. So he needs to start.
Yeah, I only see it because like during Madison Square Garden, so you know they're gonna go big for that show.
Mm,
And like Cody did reference that arena being really huge because I think that was the arena that Dusty Rhodes won his championship. No,
yeah, because we were speculating last year that Cody was gonna beat Roman or something.
like
at
yeah, he
Madison
was gonna
Square
finish the
Garden.
story, and I feel but I feel like that the trilogy might happen at that arena.
The
He's
good thing Sorry,
He's
go on.
definitely defending it at that show though for sure. Like
Mm-hmm. There's too many it's hard to predict nowadays because of Triple H. He likes interweaving all these things. Like we have Seth beefing with Roman, but he could beef with CM Punk, and CM Punk could have the belt, and he could beef with Roman because of Paulie Heyman. And then Rock could beef with Roman, or he could beef with Cody, because he gave him the car keys, or whatever, or the 2 tickets to Moana, whatever. Back whatever that was. So we still don't know what that entails. And yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. I just know John Cena's probably gonna be there, and then I don't know if Stone Cold's gonna show up, but I know The Rock will be there for sure.
It will grab
Yeah,
a whole
Rock
bunch
too.
of casuals too, because again, it's gonna be Netflix. People are gonna be like, "Oh, I see now they're doing live television. Let me check out wrestling." And they see
Oh
all
my-
these big names. Like it's gonna be huge.
Logan Paul's gonna be there too, dude.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
They
I don't know
advertise
that
a
one.
lot of them, right? The Rock was there. I think Roman Reigns
Mhm.
is there. I didn't see Cody Rhodes, I think, but John Cena for sure was there too. It's gonna
He will
be
be there.
huge. Yeah, we
Oh,
will
yeah.
be there.
That was my little prediction.
Mhm.
But I don't even know if we could predict anymore. Like I said, there's just too much shit going on,
Mm-hmm.
which is good.
Yeah, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan, bro.
Always. Oh, a WWE fan, of course.
Oh my god, of course. Okay.
So, what happened to Joe Hendry, bro? That guy's done in.
Yeah, I never heard of him again. After, I mean, I've seen some things, but like,
Yeah.
he's like feuding with someone's brother, Nick. Oh, Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler's brother. He's like beefing with him, making fun of him. They made a song.
Oh, okay.
It's like Nick Nemeth and the other Nemeth brother. He was just feuding with him or something, but didn't seem too important.
Anyways, we're gonna have a segment coming up again, like Eric says. We're gonna be winding down until main event, I guess, or Saturday main event.
Mm.
Who knows if we can wind down, but we're gonna go into who we thought had a good year and all that because it's almost the new year and stuff. So
What was it called? Overrated or
flop or not?
flop
Flop
or
or
not?
not,
Okay.
yeah.
Good, I was about to make that thing too. So, and then we played Sparking Zero instead, and it was a great time. But
Oh my god, bringing the fire.
bring in the. So yeah, I guess I'll edit that soon, and I'll probably edit our predictions. Then I go to bed so I can go to work tomorrow morning. We'll figure out the rest. We'll talk about the CM Punk situation.
It's gonna be a good pay per view.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad we're all together again.
Yeah, it's the first
want
time.
to be lit.
It's gonna be
First
sweet.
time. It's gonna be the first time since like, is it the first time since WrestleMania?
think since
that we fought together?
WrestleMania.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my
know.
goodness. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's
Mhm.
fine. We're busy people. As long as
Yeah.
some people come, some people, But it's gonna be good to see all the lads together again in the
All
big
the lads
theater.
together, the big theater room, the
Barbecue
the twisted
chicken and
teas.
burgers.
Oh, I didn't read the rest of the
Barbecue
chat.
chicken, burgers, and bevies.
And
Give me,
bevies.
oh yeah.
Yeah, brother.
All right. Till then, it's been your boy Eric of UFC.
It's not for you to see.
This is Derek at the MFC.
Till next time, it's been Wrestle Chat. See you guys next week.
Peace.
Oh, she raid someone out. Where's Hades? Sorry, we're just gonna type in. How do you spell his name?
Oh my god, take us out of here.
All right.
We're still on camera.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.